Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is Teacher Bam ulit at nandito na naman tayo sa panibagong module at nandito pa rin tayo sa work immersion or pre-immersion for grade 12 senior high school. So we are now on module number 4 and we are going to talk about the rights and duties of employees and employers, the confidentiality in the workplace, and the conflict resolution. So kung nais nyo malaman at gusto nyo matuto tungkol sa paksang ito para sa ating work immersion grade 12, pakinggan nyo at panoorin ang aking mga video lesson. Okay? So let's start. Let's do the recap muna. So you will see, mayroon akong larawan na ipinakita dyan. At matatandaan ninyo, ito ay tungkol sa, ang larawang ito ay nagpapakita sa workplace or kung saan nagtatrabaho yung mga empleyado at mga employer. Okay? So, as a recap, let us apply what you have learned in the previous module, which is number 4. Below is a picture showing 10 hazards. So, what you need to do is you are going to identify at least 10 hazards and why they are considered hazard. So, tingnan mabuti ang picture. Tingnan ninyo kung nasaan banda dyan yung hazard. At ipaliwanag nyo kung bakit yon ay hazard. So kung nais ninyo mag-participate sa aking video discussion na ito, please do not forget to to write your answer sa ating comment section below sa video. Alright, let us move on. So this module, you will be learning about the rights and responsibilities of the employers, the workers, and other persons in the workplace, including the lesson on confidentiality in the workplace. Alam niyo ba Republic Act number 110581? This is an act about strengthening compliance, or an act strengthening compliance with occupational safety and health standards and providing penalties for violations. Section 1 tells that the state affirms labor as a primary social and economic force, and that a safe and healthy workforce is an integral part. So dahil ay naging kung ang paaralan ay pangalawang tahanan ng mga estudyante, ang workplace naman ay pangalawang tahanan ng ating mga magulang na nagtatrabaho. Okay? So kailangan lang talaga na safe sila doon sa mga trabaho nila. The state shall ensure a safe and healthful workforce for all working place by affording them a full protection against all hazards in their work environment. Sa Chapter 3 naman, Section 4 of this RA 110581, it states that duties and rights of employers, the workers, and other persons. So every employer or contractor or subcontractor, if any, and any person who manages, controls, or supervises the work being undertaken shall. So pinag-uusapan na natin dito yung mga duties ng mga employer. Number 1, furnish the workers a place of employment free from hazardous conditions that are causing or likely to have caused death, illness, or physical harm to the workers. 2, give complete job safety instructions or orientation to all workers, especially to those entering the job for the first time. So, kailangan i-orient tungkol sa workplace ang mga unang papasok sa trabaho. Use only approved devices and equipment for the workplace. So, kapag sinabi nating approved device or mga equipment, dapat pasado ito sa mga quality control. Okay? Another one, number 3, comply the OSH standards, including training, medical examination, and where necessary provision of protective and safety devices such as personal protective equipment or the PPA and the machine guards. Allow workers and their safety and health representatives to to participate actively in the process of organizing, planning, implementing, and evaluating the safety and health program. So, lahat ng mga nagtatrabaho sa office, kung saan man nagtatrabaho, kailangan kasali sila sa pagpaplano para sa kaligtasan nilang lahat sa workplace. Provide necessary for measure, deal with emergencies and accidents including first aid arrangements. Yung iba nga dyan, dapat marunong or train ang mga empleyado sa pagsasagawa ng first aid. Okay? Now, ano naman ang mga duties ng mga workers or mga trabahador? Una, every worker shall participate in ensuring compliance with OSH standards in the workplace. The worker shall make proper use of all safeguards and safety devices furnished for the worker's protection and that of others, shall observe instructions to prevent accident or imminent danger situations in the workplace. So the worker shall observe the prescribed steps to be taken in case of emergency. The worker shall report to the supervisor any work hazards that may be encountered in the workplace. I think natalakay na natin ito sa mga naunang module. Ano naman ang mga duties ng ibang mga tao sa opisina or sa workplace? It shall be the duty of any person, including the builder or contractor who visits, builds, renovates, or installs devices or conducts business in any establishment or workplace to comply with the provision of this act in any regulations issued by the Secretary of Labor and Employment. Whenever two or more undertakings are engaged in activities simultaneously in one workplace, it shall be the duty of all engaged to collaborate in the application of OSH standards and regulations. So kahit bisita ka lang, mayroong pinagawa sa iyo sa opisina, you have to participate. Okay? So for section 5 to 8, tinatawag natin itong workers' rights. Ito yung mga karapatan ng mga empleyado sa loob ng workplace. Workers' right to know. So, the right to safety and health at work shall be guaranteed. All workers shall be appropriately informed by the employer about all types of hazards in the workplace, provided access to training and education on chemical safety, and to orientation and a data sheet of chemical safety, electrical safety, mechanical safety, and ergonomically safety. So, yun, dapat alam ito ng mga empleyado. Another one, workers' right to refuse unsafe work. Ano to? The workers has the right to refusal to work without threat or reprisal from the employer if, as determined by the DOLE, an imminent danger situations exits in the workplace that may result in illness, injury, or death, corrective actions to eliminate the danger that have not undertaken by the employer. So, kung may inuutos sa iyo at alam mong delikado at makakasama sa iyong kalusugan maybe or sa iyong katawan, pwede imong tanggihan yung utos sa iyo ng iyong employer. Another one, the right to report accidents. Workers and their representatives shall have the right to report accidents, dangerous occurrences, and hazardous to the employer, to DOLE, and to other concerned government agencies exercising jurisdiction as the competent authority in the specific industry or economic activity. So kung may mga hazard sa inyong workplace, you have to report that to your boss or to the employee, to the employer. Another one, workers' right to personal protective equipment or PPE. Every employer, contractor, or subcontractor, if any, shall provide his workers free of charge protective equipment for their eyes, face, hands and feet, and lifeline, safety belt or harness, gas or dust respirators or masks, and protective shields whenever necessary by reason of hazardous work process or environment. chemical, radiological, mechanical, and other irritants or hazards capable of causing injury or impairment in any part of the body through absorption, inhalation, or personal contact. All PPE shall be of the appropriate type as tested and approved by the DOLE based on its standards. So lahat ng mga equipment na to ay hindi dapat shoulder or sakop sa bayarin ng mga empleyado. Dapat libre yan, provided by the workplace. Casual definition of confidentiality. So, ngayon, ano bang ibig sabihin ng confidential? Diba? So, if you repeat confidential statements made by coworkers, even if the original source doesn't hear you about your gossip, the people you tell might lose respect for you and no longer trust you. So if you gossip with customer, they might tell you your competitors. They might tell your competitors who will be less likely to hire you in the future. So kung may mga confidential naman na tungkol sa workplace, dapat you as an employer hindi mo pagsasabihan. Sikreto dapat yan. Anyway, pag-usapan natin yan sa mga susunod na slide. So example of breaking casual confidential communications are, ayan, repeating a coworker's opinion of his boss, revealing the fact that a peer is interviewing with another company. Ayun, uh, may nalaman kang magpapa-interview yung kasamahan mo sa ibang company tapos pinagdadaldal mo sa loob ng opisina. So you break confidentiality. Forwarding a confidential email from one employee to another. O ayan, yung mga email na yan, that's confidential. Sharing information, you overheard others discussing or passing around a document you found that it wasn't intended for others. Yan. So, alam niyo ba kung ano ang legal definition ng confidentiality? Once you become an employee or workers, you may have access to information for your company, like the salaries, employee perks, client list, secrets, sales numbers, customer information, news about pending terminations, reasons for a firing, phone codes, or computer passwords. So lahat ng mga yan ay confidential dapat yan. So your employers don't want the employees to divulge or reveal them to others when you are still working or even when you are leaving the company. So, yan, mga ganyan. So, there are instances that they will ask the employees to sign a confidentiality agreement to keep the secrets even if they leave already. So, may mga company na kahit nag-resign ka na sa office nila, pero bago ka mag-resign, tatanggap ka muna, magsisign ka muna ng kasunduan na dapat lahat ng mga nalalaman mo, natutunan mo sa kumpanyang iiwanan mo na ngayon or aalisan mo, ay dapat hindi mo ipagsasabi kahit kanino yung mga natutunan mo dyan sa company na yan. So, mayroong tinatawag na agreement yan. At kapag pumirma ka doon, you are liable already. So, narito ang mga legal examples tungkol sa confidentiality. As an employee or worker, you must not divulge the following information. So, ano-ano mga information na hindi pwedeng isiwalat sa ibang tao kahit wala ka na sa kumpanyang yon? Ayan. Recipes sa mga nagtatrabaho sa mga restaurants. About research, patents, mga customer list, production process, financial information, website, traffic statistics, computer and building security information. So, yan. Companies that collect data on customers cannot share this information with other companies unless it informs customers in advance. Like business share email list. Personal information is confidential also. Information employees file, confidential yan. Like yung SSS number, yung salary nila, yung health record nila, disciplinary action kung sakaling mayroon, termination reason can't be discussed with other employees. So, mali yon. Dapat hindi yan pinagsasabi kahit kanino. What is the Data Privacy Act of the Philippines? So, alam ko lahat kayo ay aware tungkol sa Data Privacy Act. So, Data Privacy Act or DPA or ito ay tinatawag na Republic Act number 10173 was passed by the Philippine Congress in 2012 and finally implemented 5 years later. So, 2016, nagsimula itong Republic Act or Data Privacy Act. RA 10173 assures the free flow of information to promote innovation and growth while protecting the user's fundamental rights to privacy. Ayan. So, right to privacy. Paano ito na-implement? How is it implemented? RA 10173 protects and maintains the right of customers to confidentiality by setting a legal list of rules for companies to regulate the collection, handling, and disposal of all personal information. So, sa data privacy, dapat hindi mo pinagsasabi lahat ng mga personal information ng customer mo, maging sa'yo. Hindi dapat mo inilalaglag yan. Kaya nga, I always tell my student na, all my students na, huwag kayo magpo-post ng mga sarili ninyong information sa social media like Facebook. Okay? Companies legally responsible for keeping their customers' data protected from third parties or any form of misuse internally or externally. Take note of that. So what is personal information? Personal information refers to any information, whether recorded in a material form or not, from which the identity of an individual is apparent or can be reasonably and directly ascertained by the entity holding the information, or when put together with other information would directly and certainly identify an individual. So any information tungkol sa sarili mo, tungkol sa mga taong nasa paligid mo, that's personal information. So why is sensitive personal information? Una, about an individual, what is sensitive personal information? Uh, Una sa lahat ng mga topic, mga pag-uusapan dito, dahil sensitive personal information sila, kaya dapat careful ka sa mga sinasabi mo about this. Okay, ano-ano yon? Number one, individual's race, ethnic origin, marital status, age, color, religious, philosophical, and political affiliations. Those are sensitive personal information. Individual's health, education, genetic or sexual life of a person, or any proceeding for any offense committed or alleged to have been committed by such person, the disposal of such proceedings, or the sentence of any court in such proceedings. Issued by government agencies peculiar to an individual, who includes but not limited to social security numbers, previous or current, that's current, health records, licenses or its denials, suspension or revocation, and tax returns. Okay, so now let's move on. Conflict. What is conflict? Conflict is a state of incompatibility of ideas between two or more parties or individuals. Yung mga hindi kayo nagkakasundo or nagkakaunawaan. It is also a natural disagreement resulting from individuals or groups that differ in attitudes, beliefs, values, or needs. So, paano ba masosolve yung mga conflict na ganito kung sakaling nangyayari ito sa ating opisina or trabaho or sa mga workplace? The conflict resolution techniques. Okay. One, you have to listen, then speak out. Gather the group. If you are the coach or the team leader, gather the group kung sino yung involved. Be impartial. So dapat, kung halimbawa ikaw yung boss sa company or sa trabaho, wala ka dapat kinikilingan. Pakinggan mo silang dalawa or sino man yung may disagreement. Do not postpone conflicts resolution. Kung maaari, huwag nang ipagpabukas pa ang mga conflict na nangyayari sa loob ng opisina. Kung kayang gawin today, kayang gawin today. Huwag nang ipagpabukas pa. Promote teamwork. Of course, lahat ng empleyado dapat alam to. Promote your company as a team. Mas maganda kapag sama-sama sa trabaho at nagtutulungan. Broadcast praises. So kung mayroong mga nagawang maganda ang yung mga empleyado, i-broadcast. Sabihin sa lahat yung kabutihan na yon. How will the conflict be prevented? Paano may iwasan yung conflict sa loob ng trabaho? Being open. It's better to express the issue and deal with them. 2. Maintain clear communication. Articulate thoughts clearly to one another in the workplace. So, dapat open ang communication. Encourage different points of view and evaluate each fairly. Kung ikaw naman yung boss, wag mo mamasamain yung mga sinasabi ng mga empleyado. Demonstrate respect for team members rather than resorting to blame game. That's blame. To blame game. Okay, yung iba kasi nagsisisihan. Bakit hindi na lang respetuhin ang point of views ng bawat isa? Keep team issues within the team. Talking of the issues outside will result a bigger and longer conflict. Kung mayroong hindi pagkakaunawan sa team, dapat sa atin-atin lang yon, sa inyo-inyo lang yon. Huwag niyong ipagsasabi sa labas kasi lalong magiging problema yan. So, doon nagtatapos ang ating discussion. So, I hope may natutunan kayo sa aking video lesson na ito. Sana natutuhan ninyo ang mga karapatan ng mga empleyado at mga employer at kung paano masosolve yung mga conflict or hindi pagkakaunawaan sa loob ng opisina. So once again, thank you so much sa panonood ng aking video discussions. Kung mayroon kayong mga katanungan at suggestions, please comment down below kung ano man ang mga gusto ninyong itanong at ano man ang suggestions ninyo tungkol sa ating klase. So once again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Once again, this is Teacher Bam. Do not forget to hit the notification bell, BamBamTV Official, para sa maraming pang videos. Bye everyone! Bye class!